Welcome to UKAEA Winfrith. Welcome to the United Kingdom Atomic Energy Authority's site at Winfrith, Dorset. The Winfrith site was built in the late 1950s to undertake research and development in electricity generation from nuclear power. Pioneering scientific and technical work was carried out, resulting in a better understanding of nuclear issues, particularly nuclear safety. At its peak, Winfrith employed 2,000 staff and through its life had 9 operational nuclear reactors. In the 1990s, the government wound down its programme of research and development, changing the focus of UKAEA towards decommissioning and restoring the environment. Today, UKAEA Winfrith is leading the way with its de-licensing work and is now working on the accelerated programme for the final decommissioning of the site. This video is designed to highlight specific aspects relating to working at and visiting UKAEA Winfrith. UKAEA has policies and procedures supported by our site rules and regulations to help and protect all those on site. We are committed to improving the environment through a site management programme of planting, landscaping and efficient use of resources. We all have a responsibility for our surroundings as well as a responsibility for the safety of ourselves and each other. UKAEA has comprehensive policies to ensure compliance with current health and safety and environmental legislation to promote best practice. UKAEA is responsible for all site discharges and ensure that all site users comply with environmental legislation to encourage the prevention of pollution and improve environmental performance. An effective environmental management system conforming to ISO 14001 is in operation. As a nuclear licensed site, UKAEA Winfrith is included within a strictly controlled nuclear licensed site boundary. We require all employees, tenants and contractors to carry out their work safely and to prevent or minimise adverse environmental impact. Further local training and induction will be given on all hazards associated with your specific work area. To further our principle of continuous improvement, we ask you to report any incidents or near misses to your line manager or host. Loss control measures have been produced for your guidance to ensure your safety and well-being. Here are 12 key safety pointers to remember. Take time at the start of a job to plan ahead and consider potential hazards. Eliminate hazards where possible to make the job inherently safe. Identify precautions to be taken. Ensure that everyone has the training they need to work safely. All persons must be suitably qualified and experienced for the tasks they are asked to do and are properly managed. Bring unsafe acts and conditions to the attention of your manager, no matter how trivial. Stop work if something unexpected happens. Take time to think and consult with others about steps to be taken. Seek advice and help from senior personnel, supervisor or a safety officer. Never take shortcuts. Keep adequate records when a task is completed and review how it has been carried out and how it can be improved. Learn from near misses or incidents and always look for better ways of doing things. Take care when manually handling items. Ask for help when appropriate. Take a pride in good housekeeping. Keep the workplace tidy, helping reduce slips, trips and falls. All plant and equipment used at UKAEA Winfrith must be registered, inspected and, where appropriate, tested. All operators must be competent for the tasks they perform. Defective equipment must not be used. It should be removed from service, labelled to identify its unserviceability and immediately reported to your line manager or host. Surface water drains are for rainwater only and must not be used for the disposal of liquid waste. Liquid waste can only be disposed of through building sinks and drains with express authorisation. All hazardous waste products must be disposed of in the correct manner. Guidance is available from the UKAEA Safety and Environment Department. Recycling is encouraged. Efficient control and recycling of waste products is everyone's responsibility, and procedures are in place for the correct disposal of waste. Please help keep the site tidy and litter-free. Security personnel on site are responsible for ensuring the protection of life and property and the prevention and detection of crime and keeping the peace. Security personnel also have responsibilities for all other general security issues, including found property on site, controlling access to and from the site, and patrols of buildings and grounds. On entering the site, everyone must show their site or visitor's pass to the security officer on the gate. To ensure your safety, all vehicles must be prepared to stop on request and may be subject to search. The entrance gate is permanently staffed, permitting access to the site at all times. UKAEA Winfrith is a secure site. Access will only be permitted either by a permanent pass, which will be issued after site induction and security clearance, or a visitor's pass, issued when a permanent member of staff sponsors an individual to visit the site. While on site, passes must be on view at all times. The following are not permitted onto the Winfrith site except with prior authorisation: firearms, non-prescribed controlled drugs, children under 14, and dogs, with the exception of guide dogs. Whilst on site, please observe the following requirements: no fly tipping, burning, or unauthorised excavations. Smoking is only permitted in designated areas. Please keep to the paths. Do not leave bags or packages unattended. If possible, please indicate ownership of any packages. Take the time to understand and comply with safety signs and obey any instructions. Be aware of the site emergency alarm test every first working Tuesday of the month, as well as specific building fire alarm tests and exercises which occur at regular intervals. Observe the highway code at all times. Please drive with care, observing all traffic signs and speed limits. The maximum speed limit on site is 30 miles per hour. Use of a mobile phone while driving a moving vehicle is strictly forbidden. There is also a site-wide no overtaking rule except when passing stationary or very slow-moving vehicles. Parking is only permitted in designated parking areas. UKAEA Winfrith follows the government's coding for the state of alert. You will be advised of any measures you will need to take to comply with these conditions. You will see many safety signs situated around Winfrith. Please take a moment to understand what they say. Red signs are prohibition and indicate things you must not do. Blue signs are mandatory and indicate things you must do. Green signs offer safety advice. And yellow signs give warning of a hazard. There are also some restricted areas which have specific hazards. There are strict procedures in place to protect personnel which must be observed at all times. Some buildings on the Winfrith site are known to contain asbestos. Where asbestos is known to be present, it will be clearly identified with the following sign and will be regularly inspected. No work that could disturb materials likely to contain asbestos should be carried out unless a survey has been completed and the risks assessed. If you suspect asbestos is present and it has not been identified, you should stop work, leave the area, and inform your line manager or host. This is the sound of the site emergency alarm. If you hear this sound and you are outside, take cover in the nearest substantial building not showing a "Keep Out" sign, reporting your presence to the building warden. People indoors must close all doors and windows and await further instructions. No action is required during regular site emergency alarm tests, which take place every first working Tuesday of the month. You will be advised of any action you need to take during the annual site emergency exercise, in which everyone is required to participate. If you hear a fire alarm, leave the building by the quickest, safest route and go to the designated assembly point. Be sure to make yourself known to the building warden to be included in the roll call. If you discover a fire, shout "Fire!" Raise the alarm to warn others and dial 2222, or on the Dorchester code 01305 202222. Do not attempt to fight the fire unless you've been trained or if it aids your escape. If required, practical fire training is available. Take time to familiarise yourself with the alarms and safe escape routes. Get to know where the nearest fire extinguishers and break glass panels are located. First line fire response and first aid support is provided by the full-time response team, Winfrith Emergency Services. Bomb threats and suspicious packages are dealt with by security, and procedures are in place should a suspicious package be reported. If a suspicious package is found, do not let anyone handle it. Inform the building warden immediately. Do not activate the fire alarm. If the package is of unknown origin, treat it as a bomb. Inform security of the suspicious package and its location by phoning 2222. If the package remains designated as suspicious, it will be dealt with accordingly. Should you need assistance in any emergency, this is the number you should ring, 2222, or on the Dorchester code 01305 202222. Other information concerning UKAEA Winfrith is made available through the issue of site notices, keeping you up to date with general site information. Information can also be found on the UKAEA website. This video is a summary illustrating key points of UKAEA Winfrith site rules and regulations, a full copy of which will be issued as part of the induction. If you have any questions or suggestions concerning the items mentioned in this video, please let us know. Thank you for your attention.